don't think you're supposed to touch me.
What?
I don't think you're supposed to touch me. Am I free?
That stage is kind of decent. Let's look at this stage once more. The Tekken Twitter account has posted some things. This trailer though, or this stage. This is Geometric Plane remade. This is kind of what I wanted though. It's dope. The only thing I dislike about this is them reusing the assets of Geometric Plane. That feels like modder behavior. But everything else about this stage is dope. I like that the stage is like crazy, right? Look at this. You have these floating heads all around. That's exactly what I wanted. It's bright. It's loud. That's exactly what I wanted. When we were first describing this, what the stage will be, and I was trying to, explain what I wanted to look like, I was saying that I was using Kinder Gym and Geometric Plane as an example. I was saying this stage should be very arcadey. It should be very Unreal. It should be very like unique, right? And surprise, surprise, one of the two stages I was using as an example is the stage they chose to remake. That's crazy. People be thinking I be yapping, but somehow I just always end up like somehow being right. About the Falkenraum thing, we'll see about the Marduk thing, right? Sometimes I do be wrong though. But look, this stage has this center part where it breaks and it goes downstairs. So the blue outside part does not break. Only the orange in the middle breaks. This is kind of like the Tekken Tag Tournament 2 DLC stage. I believe it's called Moai Peak or something like that. But that stage also had this same exact thing. And I think it's cool because it changes things. Let's say you get a launch at the start of the round. You can decide if you want to go to the wall and get Oki, or if you want to immediately go downstairs. It changes the dynamic of the match so much because you now have options, and that's what we love, right? Options, different paths, decisions having consequences, right? But once you do break the floor, you will then go down. You go down to this area, where this area has a floor blast there. So basically one in the middle and all of the corners. So this is a floor break and also floor blast, 2 layers. That is crazy. Now, what I wonder, and this probably will not be possible, but you probably will not be able to break the floor, go down, and then break the floor blast. Let's say you do a down 4-2, and then you break the floor, and then you do another floor break type move and floor blast. I don't think you will be able to do that. Now, another thing that you have to think about as well is, would you be able to double floor blast? Let's say you're going diagonal with your combo. Floor blast here, combo, floor blast. Of course, these things, I don't think they should be possible for balancing reasons. You talk about damage output, you talk about combo absurdity, having double floor blast or double wall floor break, floor blast. I don't think that's a good idea. But the concept of it sounds really funny. It sounds funny and it sounds like, but look, Yoshimitsu's in the middle, Jin's in the middle, breaks the floor, right? So that's crazy, bro. There's going to be so much like tech on here. There's going to be so much like I break the floor, and then, like I do a combo that's like a weird combo, and then boom, I catch you trying to stand up. Because that's what people already do in this game. People already try to get you with these weird Oki scenarios. And this game having a floor blast and another floor blast, you can guarantee someone's going to try to get you with some super sneaky Oki. And I mean, I kind of like that though. I like that this stage is so interesting because I feel like that's something that's been lost with Tekken 8 is how the stages are pretty generic, pretty straightforward. You have squares and circles, that's it. But you finally have one that is really dynamic, and this is what I feel about Tekken. And you guys let me know if this is a hot take. But what I like about Tekken is how the stage is a part of the match. For Street Fighter, it's literally wallpaper. The match, the background you see is different from the background that your online opponent see. The stage is pointless. Mortal Kombat, they have de-emphasized props and things and weapons that you could use. Tekken is one of the few remaining fighting games where the stage is just as much your opponent as your opponent. And that's something that I loved with Tekken Tag Tournament 2. And the fact that this stage is tapping back into that, I mean, I like it. Literally, the only bad thing I can say about this stage is that they reuse geometric plane. That's the only bad thing. And I really don't even know how much I dislike that aspect, right? Like, is that something you guys are upset? Like, they reuse geometric plane. Like, that's kind of a nitpick if we're really like, being real, right? Because I mean, they did a very good job of making the stage look very different, look very unique. Let me hear the music real quick. Let me unmute it. So that music is something very similar to what Tekken 8 is offering already. It has like that arcade vibe. It has like that hype, energetic vibe. I know a lot of people don't like that style of Tekken 8 music. They want the more gritty, the more aesthetic type music, and I agree as well, right? I do think you should give a variety. The fact that so many stages have like similar sounds, it's kind of like lame. I do want a different stage should have a different feeling, right? But this song, just judging it on its own, I don't think it's a bad song. Just that little snippet that we can hear, I like the beat of it, I like the tempo of it. I think it's going to be a good stage to like fight to battle to. I can get jiggy with that, right? And also it wouldn't make sense if this Pac-Man themed stage had like a Tekken 2 ogre theme. That like what? Like, it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be this, So I don't know. I like the stage. I think it's good. I think it's a good one. I'm not buying it though. Okay, I guess I should talk about that as well. Paying for a DLC stage, in my opinion, is the dumbest thing you can do. Maybe this stage is a little bit different because if you want to practice on it and do some combo videos or whatever, maybe you want to, get it. But if you're just a if you're just a ranked demon and you just want to play ranked and that's it, buying this stage is a bad idea because I haven't bought Clive's stage. I didn't buy Heihachi's stage. I didn't buy neither one of those. And I played it so much because my opponent purchased it. And that's the weirdest thing about buying the stage. Whether you buy a stage or not, your opponent is most certainly going to buy it. And what I what I also noticed about stages as well, the new stages, is that it seems like their pick ratio is turned up. When Clive came out, it seemed like every other stage was Clive's stage. Same thing with Heihachi. So when this stage release, it's going to be every other, the pick ratio is going to be turned so high up in comparison to the others. So I'm not going to buy it because I will experience it without having to purchase it. But yeah, cool stage. I don't think the stage is anything to be upset about. Okay, but we did